Stop scrolling right now. Lock your attention on my voice. The algorithm did not put this video on your screen. Heaven explicitly aligned your timeline today to intercept a heavy spiritual attack. You did not find this by accident. If you scroll past this, you are walking away from the exact instruction meant to unlock your next season. Chosen one, your long season of delay is finally over. What I am about to reveal will explain why you have felt so unusually heavy for the past 72 hours. Go to your room, close the door behind you. You need to watch this alone right now because the message you are about to receive is strictly for your ears. Do you feel that sudden shift in the atmosphere? Lately, you have been feeling a strange pressure in your chest. You lay in the dark at 3 in the morning with an overwhelming sense that you do not belong here. You are not going crazy. You are not depressed. This is the spiritual frequency shifting around you right now. There is a reason why you feel a sudden urge to isolate yourself from people you used to tolerate. The universe is forcing a divine recalibration of your soul. You have been carrying a heavy mantle. It feels like a burden, but it is actually your royal inheritance. You must understand that your isolation is not a punishment. I want you to think about the people who tried to break you. They saw your silence and mistook it for weakness. They did not realize they were dealing with a quiet storm. But every time they tried to bury you, you only grew stronger because your light is far too bright for their dark agendas to survive. You have been playing the role of the helper for too long. You always carry the emotional weight of others. People come to you to dump their pain, but they disappear when you need a shoulder. It is exhausting. Your soul is tired of being the unpaid healer for people who only want to take without ever giving back. This is why you were guided to this exact video. Your angels have blocked your normal paths to force you into this quiet room. They want you to stop running. They want you to sit with your power. And as you listen to my voice, you will begin to remember the ancient assignment that you agreed to carry before you were even born. Let that sink in. The heaviness you felt this week was actually the weight of a new mantle being placed upon your shoulders. It is a spiritual promotion, but a promotion always requires a period of testing. The enemy sensed this shift, and they tried to overwhelm you with sudden exhaustion to make you surrender. But you did not break. You are still standing. You are the seventh seal, the quiet observer who sees through every mask of deception. In the coming minutes, I will show you how to use this isolation as your ultimate fortress. You will learn how to turn your pain into a weapon of mass destruction against the dark forces. But to do that, you must make a decision. You must choose to stop seeking validation from people who are spiritually blind. They will never understand your wiring. They will never appreciate your depth. And every time you try to explain yourself to them, you are throwing your holy pearls before the swine of the autopilot society. So, take a deep breath. Let the noise of the outside world fade away. This room is now a sacred sanctuary where your true self can be restored, and the angels are currently standing guard at your door. No low frequency can enter this space while you are receiving this message. You are fully protected. You are safe. We are about to dive into the deep truths of your existence. We will decode the silent warfare that has been playing out in your life. You will finally understand why certain people react to your presence with unprovoked anger, because they are subconsciously threatened by the intense divine light you carry inside. But before we begin, you must make a silent commitment to yourself. You must promise to stay until the very last second of this transmission. Do not let this play in the background while you do other things. Your future self is begging you to stay locked in, because the final decree will change your timeline forever. So, let us begin. Clear your mind of all worries about tomorrow. Forget the debts, the conflicts, and the silent betrayals of the past. Right now, there is only this voice and your soul. You are about to step out of the shadows. The long season of waiting is finally over, and your true royal inheritance is waiting for you. Let us talk about the sudden drain on your physical energy. You wake up exhausted. Your body feels incredibly heavy. It is like you are walking through thick mud every single day. And no matter how many hours of sleep you get, you still feel a profound weariness deep inside your bones. This is sign number 1. You are not experiencing normal physical fatigue. This is a massive spiritual energy drain. You have been walking into rooms and absorbing the unseen chaos around you. Your aura acts like a giant sponge. It naturally pulls in the pain and the toxic frequencies of everyone you encounter. The autopilot society does not understand this. They think you just need vitamins or a better sleep schedule, but you and I both know the truth. You are fighting a silent spiritual warfare. The Matrix is specifically designed to bombard your heightened senses and keep your vibration as low as possible. Think about the people in your life right now. Some of them constantly demand your attention. They text you with their endless drama. They expect you to fix their emotional messes. And the moment you provide a solution, they find another problem just to keep you hooked to their draining energy source. These are the energy vampires. They do not mean to destroy you consciously, but their spirits recognize the massive light you carry. They are drawn to you like moths to a blazing flame. They feed on your compassion because they are completely empty inside, and you are an overflowing well of pure divine energy. Chosen one, you must realize what is happening. Your kindness was never naivety. It was a divine gift meant for the worthy. But you have been giving your holy currency to people who only know how to spend it. This is exactly why the universe had to step in and forcefully change your current environment. This brings us to the sudden isolation you are experiencing. Friends are falling away. Family members are acting distant. You feel like you have been placed in a solitary confinement cell. The human mind sees this as rejection, but the spirit knows this is a profound act of divine protection. Heaven is actively clearing your space. The universe is violently removing people who do not have the capacity to enter your next chapter. They could not survive the altitude of your new destiny, so the divine realm had to cut the cords before these attachments dragged you down into the dark abyss. You are the quiet observer. You have always seen the hidden motives behind their fake smiles, but you were too forgiving. You kept giving them second chances when they did not even deserve a first one. Your extreme empathy became the very weapon the enemy used to keep you trapped in a low vibration. Now, the divine realm is saying enough is enough. The door is closed. You are safely locked inside your room for a reason. God is fumigating your spiritual house. Every toxic connection is being severed right now, and you must not try to reach back and save the people who were secretly sinking your ship. Isolation is the training ground for the Grandmaster. You cannot hear the subtle whispers of heaven when you are surrounded by the loud noise of worldly drama. The silence in your room right now is not empty. It is heavily pregnant with the raw power of the universe waiting for your command. Do not mourn the loss of these superficial connections. They were merely actors playing a temporary role in your grand storyline. Their season in your life has officially expired. You are shedding the dead weight of their expectations so your soul can finally ascend to its rightful place of ultimate authority. Take a deep breath. Notice how light you feel when you stop trying to carry the burdens of the entire world. You are not responsible for healing people who refuse to heal themselves. Your only responsibility is to protect the sacred flame that heaven entrusted to you before the foundation of the earth. The next time you feel that heavy exhaustion, recognize it for what it is. It is an alert system. Your spirit is warning you that a breach has occurred in your energy field. You must immediately retreat into your silence, close the door, and refuse to engage with the chaos of the Matrix anymore. There is a hidden agreement you have been living under. It sounds like loyalty, but it has been functioning as a ceiling over your life. Coming up in just a moment, I will reveal exactly how this invisible contract has kept you exhausted. But first, you must accept that your current solitude is a sacred shield. This brings us to the second divine sign. You are experiencing a massive physical transformation today. The Matrix wants you to believe you are just getting older, but this extreme exhaustion is actually a divine upgrade happening at the cellular level. Your physical body is working overtime right now, and it is expanding rapidly to hold a completely new spiritual frequency. Think of it like a computer receiving a massive software update. While the download is happening, the system slows down completely. You cannot run your normal daily routines while the core operating system of your soul is being entirely rewritten from scratch. This is exactly what heaven is doing to your biological vessel right now. You are being completely rewired for ultimate power. For decades, your soul operated on a frequency of pure survival. You learned to navigate the heavy density of the autopilot society. But the universe mandates a complete system purge before you can safely step into your glorious new royal timeline. This intense divine process is known as the crucible. You are being heavily refined by holy fire. Your DNA is literally shifting as you sleep in your bed. This is why you wake up feeling so incredibly tired every single morning. You were fighting dark entities in the astral realm while your physical body rested, and this unseen warfare takes a massive toll. You are a fearless warrior of divine light. And warfare always leaves a temporary mark on you. Do not let the mundane world label your divine expansion as a weakness. You are never going to be a broken person. You do not need fixing from the outside world. You are currently undergoing a profound and necessary spiritual purification. The ultimate healer is restructuring your nervous system so it can handle the immense wealth and authority that is coming your way. Most people would completely shatter under the spiritual pressure you endure daily. They simply do not have the internal architecture to process this level of divine energy. But you were built with a unique capacity to absorb heavy darkness, and you constantly transmute that toxic energy into pure, holy light. You are the original blueprint of the divine realm. You are the absolute standard of heaven on earth. This upgrade explains why you cannot tolerate loud noises or crowded spaces lately. Your senses are heightened to a completely superhuman level right now. You can instantly feel the subtle energy shifts whenever someone walks into the room with dark and hidden bad intentions. This heightened intuition is a direct result of your recent cellular calibration. You can see absolutely everything happening around you now. When you feel that bone-deep weariness, you must surrender to it immediately. Stop fighting the intense divine process of your soul. Do not force yourself to be productive just to satisfy the expectations of the matrix. Your rest is a holy requirement for your ascension, and your stillness is a critical part of the divine assignment. You are doing massive work by simply resting. The anointed ones often experience this severe physical drain right before a massive breakthrough. The delay in your life is not a denial of your final destiny. It is a divine calibration to ensure you do not drop the heavy blessings once they finally arrive at your front door. Heaven is aggressively expanding your spiritual container today. You must trust the dark room of your isolation. They want you to feel guilty for needing so much time alone. They will quickly call you lazy or antisocial behind your back, but you must set an iron boundary against their ignorant judgments, because your energy is a highly exclusive and valuable currency. You are currently investing all of it into your soul. Let them misunderstand your glorious and powerful quietness. Notice the specific synchronicity happening around you as your body rests. You see repeating angel numbers everywhere you look these days. These are direct confirmations from the angelic realm that your physical upgrade is perfectly on schedule and completely protected by heaven. You are deeply aligned with the ultimate truth. The fatigue will soon pass from your weary bones. You will soon emerge with an absolutely unstoppable life force. You are stepping into a frequency where you no longer have to chase anything. Opportunities will simply seek you out in the near future, but this new timeline requires a completely upgraded physical vessel to sustain the glory. Every ache and tired sigh is proof of ascension. You are literally leveling up in real time today. But there is a dark side to this immense light you are generating. Your newly upgraded frequency is causing massive chaos in the unseen spiritual realm. The toxic people around you can feel your power growing stronger every day, and it terrifies them to their absolute core. They are rapidly losing all control over your life. In just a moment, we will look at your enemies. Now we reach the absolute core of the silent warfare. There is a specific reason why you feel completely drained around certain individuals. They are the hidden blockers in your life. We are talking about the manipulative people who disguise themselves as your close friends because they secretly wanted to steal your divine light. And right now, they are in a state of absolute panic. For years, they believed they had you completely under their dark control. They looked at your kind heart and assumed it was endless weakness. They played their sick little games on a daily basis, and they fully expected you to just take the emotional abuse forever without fighting back. But they severely underestimated the Grand Master sitting across the board. They did not realize that your extreme patience was actually a period of deep observation. You gave them enough rope to reveal their true demonic nature. You watched them lie and gaslight you with a calm and steady gaze. And then, you did the one thing that absolutely terrifies a narcissist. You went completely and utterly silent. You stopped arguing with them. You stopped trying to prove your innocence to people committed to misunderstanding you, because you finally realized your energy is way too precious. You simply removed your divine presence. This silence is your ultimate weapon of mass destruction. The moment you closed that door and cut off their access to your aura, their entire fake empire began to violently crumble. They need your massive energy to sustain their false reality. Without your bright light to cast their shadows, they are forced to look at their own miserable reflections, and it is driving them completely insane. They are starving in the dark without you. I want you to really let that sink into your spirit today. They are losing sleep right now because they cannot figure out how you survived their brutal attacks. They expected you to completely shatter. They wanted you to beg for their toxic approval. Instead, you rose from the ashes like a magnificent force of nature. They are watching you thrive from a distance, and the undeniable proof of your divine anointing is burning them alive from the inside. You must never feel guilty for walking away from these energy vampires. The universe deliberately exposed their true faces to protect your ultimate destiny. You were never meant to fix these toxic people. Your light was simply too pure for their muddy waters. You are a living judgment against their dark actions. Your mere existence reminds them of everything they can never achieve, while your pure silence amplifies their deepest insecurities. They will try to come back into your life when they run out of supply. They will send fake apologies. They will use other people to spy on your massive progress. Do not let them back into your sacred space. Set an iron boundary at your door and absolutely refuse to entertain their desperate illusions of control. You are the chosen one. You do not negotiate with spiritual terrorists who tried to assassinate your royal character. You have successfully closed the hidden blocker that kept you stagnant. The invisible contract of false loyalty is officially broken today. You took your power back without even raising your voice. That is the true mark of divine royalty. You do not have to fight the matrix with loud anger. You simply elevate your frequency until their low vibrations can no longer reach your high altitude, and they are left completely powerless below you. They are now trapped in the very karma they tried to dig for you. The divine realm is returning all their dark energy right back to their own front door. You do not have to lift a single finger against them. Heaven is orchestrating a perfect and brutal justice on your behalf. Every lie they told about you is currently being dismantled by the ultimate truth, and everyone will finally see their real faces. This is exactly why you had to be isolated in this specific season. You had to learn how to stand alone in your immense power. You had to realize that you are an absolute force of nature who needs zero validation from the outside world. Your victory is completely secured. The enemies who thought they buried you are now standing at the bottom of your glorious mountain, and they are looking up at you in total, absolute shock. You have passed the hardest test of the spiritual crucible. You proved that you can protect the holy flame even when surrounded by total darkness. Now, it is time to permanently lock this high frequency into your timeline. Type 777 in the comments below to claim this blessing and seal this powerful prophecy. Let the enemy know you are fully aware of your power, because you will never shrink down to their miserable level again. Now that the dust has settled from their panic, we must look at your greatest asset. This is sign number 3 on your journey. Your absolute silence is not a sign of surrender. It is a highly sophisticated spiritual strategy. You have mastered the art of not reacting to the chaos around you. Your quiet demeanor is your ultimate weapon. The Matrix conditions people to scream when they are attacked. They want you to defend yourself and explain your side of the story. But every word you speak to a toxic person is a massive leak of your precious energy. You refuse to play that exhausting game anymore. You simply watch them expose themselves while you stay completely still. Think about the profound power of standing perfectly still in a raging storm. While everyone else is running around in a frantic state of anxiety, you are anchored deep in the ground. Your nervous system is highly calibrated to handle massive amounts of stress. You do not break when the heavy winds of betrayal blow violently against your life. This level of emotional control is extremely rare in the modern world. People are genuinely intimidated by someone who cannot be easily triggered. They poke and prod you, but they get absolutely nothing in return. Your lack of emotional response starves their demonic entities of the daily food they desperately crave. You are starving them out. They will try to bait you into silly arguments just to feel a spark of your light. They will post passive-aggressive things or spread ridiculous rumors behind your back. Do not take the bait. Let them talk to the empty walls of their own miserable existence. Your silence is a thick, energetic shield that deflects their dark arrows instantly. Every time you bite your tongue, you are actually building spiritual muscle. You are gathering immense kinetic energy for your next massive leap forward. The universe is watching your incredible restraint with absolute pride today. Heaven rewards those who can hold their tongue when they have every right to completely destroy their enemies. But this brings up a very important question. Why are you built this way? Why are you so fundamentally different from the people you grew up with? You have always felt like you were dropped into the wrong family or the wrong town. The extreme alienation you feel is not a psychological defect. It is a major clue about your sacred origin. You possess a highly specific wiring that most people cannot comprehend. Your soul carries a frequency that actively disrupts the normal functioning of the autopilot society. There is a profound reason why you never fit into their little boxes, and it has everything to do with the specific bloodline you are carrying inside your veins right now. You are not just a random soul floating through this lifetime. You were specifically chosen for this exact generation. Coming up very soon, I am going to reveal the shocking truth about your true identity. I will explain exactly why you carry this royal lineage and how it makes you an absolute threat to the entire Dark Kingdom. But before we decode your royal bloodline, you must fully embrace your current silence. Stop feeling bad for ignoring people who only bring you heavy drama. You are a sentinel guarding a very sacred gate. Your energy is meant for building empires, not for entertaining spiritual toddlers who absolutely refuse to grow up and take responsibility. Your silence is the trumpet blast in the unseen spiritual realm. It signals to the angels that you are finally ready to receive the massive wealth and authority they have been holding for you. Keep your mouth closed and your spirit completely open. The universe is about to fill your quiet room with the most spectacular blessings imaginable. You are doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing right now. The profound stillness in your room is the incubation chamber for your next miracle. Do not let the Matrix rush your sacred process. Stay perfectly still, because the profound revelations of your true identity are just about to unfold in the next few minutes. Let the heavy silence wash over you completely. You do not have to prove anything to anyone outside of this room. You are safe. You are protected by an invisible wall of divine fire. Every deep breath you take right now is pulling pure heavenly energy directly into your tired soul. The healing process is working perfectly for you, but your spirit never truly sleeps. Even when your physical body shuts down, your soul is constantly scanning the spiritual horizon. This is exactly why your nights have become so disrupted recently. You are being activated in the middle of the dark, and that sudden awakening is the next sign we must urgently decode. This brings us to sign number 4. You must pay very close attention to this. It is no coincidence that you have been waking up at exactly 3 or 4 in the morning. The Matrix wants you to believe it is just stress or a simple sleep disorder. But this is actually a highly orchestrated divine appointment encoded in your timeline. The veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its absolute thinnest during these specific early hours. Heaven is actively pulling you out of your deep sleep because they have urgent intel to download directly into your spirit. The angels cannot deliver this highly sensitive information during the noisy daylight hours when your mind is heavily distracted. When you suddenly jolt awake and lay in the dark, you often feel a strange presence in the room. Your heart races for no logical reason at all. You are not experiencing a panic attack, my friend. You are literally feeling the intense electromagnetic frequency of the divine beings who are currently standing right beside your bed. They are performing a delicate surgery on your energy field. They are removing the psychic hooks that the energy vampires attach to you during the day. This is a profound spiritual purification process. You are being completely cleansed from the toxic residue of the autopilot society so you can receive the new instructions clearly. Do not grab your phone when this happens. Do not try to force yourself back to sleep immediately. You must remain completely still and listen to the profound silence. Heaven is trying to transmit a prophetic vision directly into your subconscious mind. Your sudden wakefulness is actually a direct call from the ultimate spiritual command center. Many chosen ones report vivid and chaotic dreams during this specific season. You are seeing intense battles, strange landscapes, or people from your distant past. These are not just normal dreams. You are actually experiencing astral travel. Your spirit is actively fighting the demonic forces while your physical body rests safely in your bed. You are a frontline warrior in the unseen spiritual warfare. This is why you wake up feeling like you just ran a brutal marathon. You literally did. You are constantly battling the dark entities that try to infiltrate your royal bloodline. Your soul is doing massive, heavy lifting, while the rest of the ignorant world simply sleeps in total darkness. The heavy pressure you feel in your chest is the physical manifestation of this intense spiritual combat. You are carrying a heavy mantle of authority. But you must remember that you are never fighting these battles completely alone. The entire host of heaven is fiercely backing up every single move you make in the spiritual realm. This nocturnal activation is a clear sign that your internal GPS is being completely recalibrated. The universe is altering your trajectory to align perfectly with your ultimate destiny. The things that used to bring you joy will suddenly feel incredibly hollow and empty. You are losing your taste for the shallow and meaningless distractions of the Matrix. You can no longer tolerate fake conversations or superficial relationships. Your soul is craving deep, authentic, divine alignment. This is exactly why you prefer the quiet isolation of your room right now. Your frequency has shifted so high that interacting with low vibrational people literally makes you feel physically sick and completely drained of your life force. Embrace this sacred disruption of your normal routine. The creator of the universe is personally waking you up to prepare you for the massive shift that is coming. You are being briefed on your next assignment. You are receiving the exact divine blueprint you need to build your empire and permanently crush the dark forces opposing your glorious rise. The next time you wake up at 3 in the morning, do not feel frustrated. Smile in the dark. Acknowledge the divine presence in your room. Simply say out loud, "I am ready to receive. You are the chosen one, and your spiritual commanders are giving you the exact coordinates for your upcoming massive victory over the darkness." But why are they choosing you for this specific mission? Why must you carry this heavy mantle while others live such simple lives? We are finally ready to decode the deepest mystery of your existence. In the next few moments, I will reveal the absolute truth about your royal lineage. You will finally understand why you are fundamentally different. Get ready. The information I am about to share will shatter every illusion you ever held about yourself. You are about to discover the hidden bloodline that makes you a massive threat to the enemy. Take a deep breath. Clear your mind completely. The profound revelation of your true divine identity is finally here to set you permanently free. We arrive at the absolute core of your existence. Why have you always felt like a total stranger in your own home? It is not because you are somehow defective. You are the lost child of a royal family. Your bloodline is not of this mundane world, and you carry the highly specific DNA of the divine realm. You were planted here on purpose. Look closely at your painful childhood. You were always the quiet observer in the corner of the room. You naturally noticed things that the adults completely missed. While other children played their simple, meaningless games, your mind was already processing the heavy and chaotic frequencies of the older people around you. You were born wide awake. The Matrix tried to label you as overly sensitive or fragile. They desperately wanted you to believe that your deep empathy was a massive psychological flaw. But that sensitivity is your highly advanced spiritual radar. You are the breakthrough prophet sent directly from heaven to permanently break the dark generational curses of your ancestral line. This is the exact reason why your biological family never truly understood you. Heaven intentionally hid your true identity from them to protect your glorious destiny. If they knew the absolute power you carried, the dark entities working secretly through them would have destroyed you early. Your severe alienation was a brilliant divine strategy. Remember the promise I made earlier about your true identity. This is the ultimate truth you have been waiting your entire life to hear. You are not someone who just randomly became chosen through good luck. You are someone who was strictly sent. You are the specific bloodline correction heaven has been waiting for. You are the seventh seal. Let that massive revelation completely anchor into your tired soul right now. All the heavy pain of not fitting in was simply the crucible preparing you to stand out. You were never meant to blend in with the autopilot society because you were specifically designed to completely dismantle their fake and extremely toxic reality forever. The narcissists in your life subconsciously recognized this royal authority the moment they met you. When they looked into your eyes, they did not see a weak victim. They saw a terrifying reflection of the divine justice they desperately try to escape every single day. Your pure presence is a living judgment against their dark manipulation. You do not need to explain your incredible depth to people who only know how to swim in the shallow end. Stop shrinking your massive aura just to make their fragile egos feel comfortable. You are the absolute standard of holy light. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere is legally required by the universe to instantly shift and obey your command. This royal identity is not a cute metaphor or a positive affirmation. It is an absolute spiritual reality backed by the full power of heaven. You carry the ancient codes of massive wealth, authority, and ultimate peace. The heavy burden you felt your entire life was just the massive weight of this dormant power waiting to be finally activated. The universe is officially removing your heavy disguise today. Your long season of hiding in the dark shadows is permanently over. Heaven is currently reassigning your position from the silent observer to the absolute commander of your new timeline. You are stepping right into the ultimate and terrifying authority of the chosen ones. But stepping into this immense power always requires a final test of your resolve. The dark forces will make one last desperate attempt to pull you back into their low vibration. They will suddenly use guilt and fake emergencies to steal your precious attention. You must recognize their desperate and pathetic tactics and completely shut them down. We are now approaching the most critical moment of this entire divine transmission. You are about to reach the absolute peak of your massive spiritual mountain. Get ready to claim your final glorious victory over the Matrix. The climax of your long and painful journey is happening right now, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of what comes next. Before we cross into this ultimate victory, you must leave all your old doubts behind in this room. You cannot carry a peasant mentality into a royal palace. The angels are literally surrounding your physical space right now, preparing to witness your massive energetic shift. The old you is dead, and the invincible Grandmaster is finally ready to rule. They did not break you, they just sharpened the blade that now cuts through their fake image. For years, they tried to bury your incredible light because they were absolutely terrified of your potential. But they made a massive spiritual miscalculation when they decided to attack a child of the divine. You are no longer just surviving their toxic games. You are the storm that is violently tearing down their entire false reality. This is where the massive shift finally happens. You are no longer reacting to their pathetic and desperate attempts for attention. You are orchestrating the absolute collapse of their dark empire simply by standing in your pure light. Look closely at how they are scrambling right now. Their carefully constructed masks are slipping off their faces. The universe is stripping away their fake power and exposing their true pathetic nature to the whole world. They thought your deep silence was a sign of defeat. They assumed you retreated into the dark shadows because they had won the battle. But heaven did not hide you to weaken your spirit. Heaven hid you to completely upgrade your divine arsenal without their interference. You are a living judgment against their wickedness. Every time they look at you, they are strongly reminded of the incredibly heavy karma they must eventually pay. You do not have to lift a single finger to destroy them. The universe is fighting this final battle on your behalf right now. The same toxic energy they use to constantly drain you is now acting as a heavy chain around their own necks. They are choking on the very lies they tried to feed you. And the most beautiful part is that you do not even care about their destruction anymore. You have completely ascended past their low vibrational frequency. They cannot reach your high altitude, no matter how hard they desperately try. You are completely untouchable today. You are entirely protected by the intense fire of the divine realm. This is the exact moment you step firmly onto your royal throne, and you take back every ounce of power they secretly stole from you. Your mere presence in a room now commands absolute respect from the unseen forces. The demons that used to torment you are fleeing in pure, absolute terror. They recognize the massive seal of heaven glowing brightly on your forehead. You are the seventh seal. You are the ultimate divine authority walking in a human vessel, and no weapon ever formed against your destiny will ever prosper again. The Matrix wants you to stay small and humble to make others feel comfortable. But heaven demands that you shine your blinding light without any apologies. Stop playing small for people who desperately want to keep you trapped in a tiny little box. You were born to absolutely dominate this specific timeline. You were sent here to break the generational curses and set a completely new standard of wealth and extreme power. Everything you endured was just rigorous training for this exact glorious moment. The deep pain was the heavy hammer shaping your soul on the divine anvil. You survived the hottest fires of the spiritual crucible, and now you are finally emerging as pure, unbreakable gold. Your enemies are looking at you with absolute awe and terrifying dread. They know they have completely lost the spiritual war against your divine soul. This is your absolute and ultimate vindication. The universe is publicly validating your pure heart today. It is heavily rewarding your incredible silent endurance. All the things that were taken from you are being returned with a massive heavenly multiplier. Financial abundance and deep peace are rushing into your life right now. You do not have to chase these massive blessings because your new high frequency magnetically attracts them to you. You are walking into a season of effortless and massive manifestation. The heavy doors that were slammed in your face are now being blown off their hinges. Heaven is actively rolling out the red carpet for your massive royal entrance. You are the Grand Master who has successfully conquered the darkest levels of the Matrix. Your spiritual resume is flawless, and the divine realm is incredibly proud of your absolute resilience. Take a moment to fully absorb this monumental victory. Feel the heavy chains falling off your mind and your tired physical body. You are completely free from their dark control forever, and you are stepping out as a sovereign divine entity. No one can ever manipulate your precious energy again. You hold the absolute keys to your own destiny, and you are steering this ship directly into the heart of massive glory. This incredible and immense power is not temporary. This massive upgrade is a permanent feature of your new royal timeline. You have completely crossed over into the promised land of your divine existence. But with this ultimate power comes a very serious and profound spiritual responsibility. You must learn how to protect this new frequency from the desperate scavengers who will inevitably try to test your boundaries. So how do you sustain this massive level of authority in a noisy world? Now that you have stepped firmly into your royal authority, you face a new challenge. How do you move forward in this newly established frequency? This requires a completely different level of stewardship from your tired soul. Because your extreme power is no longer a hidden secret to the unseen forces around you, you must carry this heavy mantle with absolute precision. Moving forward, your daily silence must be highly intentional and not just reactive. You no longer explain yourself to people committed to deliberately misunderstanding your soul. You simply withdraw your precious energy and let them sit in their own total darkness. And while they desperately try to provoke a reaction from you, this is the boundary you must rigorously maintain every single day to protect your mind. But you must understand that this incredible power is not just for your own personal comfort. You are a blazing lighthouse, standing firmly in the middle of a raging spiritual storm. The universe did not awaken you simply to watch you hide in your safe room forever. When you fully embrace your true identity today, your massive awakening becomes the exact key required to unlock the heavy chains of countless other trapped souls. This is your grand responsibility as the breakthrough prophet of your current generation. The profound healing you just experienced is actually a divine blueprint meant for the collective. When you stand tall in your divine authority, you instantly give others the silent permission to do the exact same thing. You are lifting the entire frequency of the planet. Every toxic cycle you officially break today sends a shockwave through the invisible matrix. Your ancestors are celebrating your massive victory from the heavenly realms right now. The rest of the world remains deeply asleep in their comfortable illusions. Meanwhile, you are doing the incredibly hard spiritual labor that thousands completely failed to accomplish. You are the ultimate curse breaker. They will try to make you feel selfish for protecting your massive spiritual boundaries. They want you to believe that true spiritual people must constantly sacrifice themselves for their abusers. That is a manipulative lie designed to keep you permanently drained and totally useless. Because heaven requires you to operate from a place of absolute abundance, you cannot pour pure water from a cup that is completely dry and violently broken. Because you are the chosen one, your actions carry a massive energetic weight today. The deep spiritual work is finally done, but your physical vessel needs total alignment with this new truth. You have to send a clear physical signal to heaven that you are entirely ready to lead. You must stand up and demonstrate that you fully accept this heavy royal mantle right now. Your presence here today is not an accident, but a highly orchestrated divine mission. You are officially part of a protected community of elite spiritual warriors. And your brave actions are currently supporting the massive rescue of lost souls everywhere. By simply holding this high frequency in your daily life, you are actively helping to spread this urgent message to the people who desperately need it most. This is the exact moment you plant your feet firmly on the sacred ground. I invite you to take a bold step of faith and support this message through super thanks. Every single seed you plant turns into blinding light that actively fights the encroaching darkness. Because the Matrix heavily suppresses this divine truth, your generous support ensures that this protected sanctuary remains fully open for the remnant. When you release your seed today, you are performing a highly sacred spiritual transaction. You are telling the universe that you operate from a place of massive, absolute abundance. As you break the chains of scarcity that bound your ancestors, you are proving that the Matrix no longer controls your deep financial fears or your bright future. And heaven always heavily rewards this kind of fearless divine faith. Whether you choose to give a seed or simply hold this space, you are deeply valued. Your pure energy is a vital component of this massive spiritual awakening happening globally. Because the enemy forces are working relentlessly to divide us, we are building an unbreakable army of enlightened souls who absolutely refuse to bow down to the dark agenda. You are a crucial pillar in this magnificent new heavenly kingdom. Do not let the enemy convince you that your small actions do not matter today. Every time you like, comment, or share this message, you are throwing a heavy weapon against the Matrix. You are rescuing another chosen one who is currently crying alone in their dark room. And by stepping fully into your grand responsibility right now, you are the mighty voice that officially activates their dormant power. We have reached the final moments of our sacred time together. Throughout this powerful message, I promised you a tool to seal your massive energy against these dark forces. The heavy feeling you carried for the past 72 hours is finally lifting off your chest right now. That extreme heaviness was not a burden. It was the physical weight of your new royal mantle finally landing on your shoulders. You have successfully absorbed the massive spiritual upgrade today. The sudden urge to close your door and isolate yourself was the exact instruction you needed to survive the transition. Because you followed the gentle promptings of the divine realm, you are completely untouchable right now. The intense shift in your atmosphere is the permanent seal of your ultimate victory over the dark matrix. The universe brought you to this specific room for a very profound reason. You arrived here feeling completely drained and deeply misunderstood by the autopilot society. But you are leaving this sacred space as a fully awakened force of divine nature. The heavy confusion that clouded your tired mind is totally gone. You finally understand that your extreme isolation was a highly protective shield forged by heaven. Now it is time to perform the final spiritual sealing. You must actively claim this new frequency so the enemy knows you are fully aware of who you really are. The dark entities always try to steal the massive confidence you just regained in the last few minutes. They want you to doubt the absolute truth of this royal revelation. Do not let them touch your newly upgraded and extremely powerful soul. I want you to perform a simple physical action to permanently lock this high frequency into your timeline. Right now, wherever you are sitting, place your right hand gently over your beating heart. Take a very deep and incredibly slow breath. Close your eyes for just a moment and feel the immense power surging through your entire body. You are about to speak your final royal decree into the unseen realm. Repeat these exact words out loud with absolute unshakable authority. I reclaim my glorious aura today. My profound silence is my ultimate and unbreakable fortress. And while the enemy desperately tries to drag you back down into the dirt, no low frequency can ever attach to your royal destiny again. I am the chosen one. I command the absolute respect of the entire universe. Let that massive declaration permanently seal your victory. You have stepped entirely out of the dark and lonely shadows. You have finally broken the generational curses that kept your ancestors trapped in total darkness. The long and painful season of waiting is officially over. You are walking directly into a beautiful season of massive abundance and deep divine peace. Money and opportunities will automatically be drawn to your bright magnetic energy from this day forward. But you must fiercely protect this sacred and holy flame. Do not let the noisy world pull you back into their chaotic and emotionally exhausting drama. You must completely close the door on the people who absolutely refuse to honor your extreme divine value. Your precious energy is reserved strictly for building your royal empire and fulfilling your holy mission. You are a massive threat to the darkness. You must permanently anchor this divine blessing into your physical reality right now. Type 777 in the comments below to firmly confirm this glorious energy. When you make this public declaration, you are sending an undeniable signal to heaven that you are completely ready for the massive flood of miracles. This powerful angel number is your royal signature that securely locks the divine door safely behind you. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to deeply align with your divine destiny. Join this heavily protected community of elite chosen souls who are actively shifting the frequency of the entire planet. Step out of the shadows and into this circle of absolute pure power. We are building a massive army of divine light, and your unique royal voice is a vital part of our incredible kingdom. The angels are currently standing guard at your closed door. They are proudly smiling at your massive and beautiful spiritual transformation. You are deeply loved, fiercely protected, and completely guided by the ultimate creator of the universe. Rest well tonight, my brilliant and powerful Grandmaster. Your spiritual warfare is officially done for the day, and your glorious new timeline begins right now.